Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Able to slither by. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Prescott. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give running right, it's Hubbard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, that's a real nice job there on the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. 25 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Mitchell will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. A minimum gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing here is May. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Prescott. Oh, that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Second down in the yard. To the air, May. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coaches say football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the
to throw, it's May. There's a short one taken in by Otten. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw, May. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Cade Otten from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this run. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Washington first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll throw with May. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Owen coughed it up. And the pack. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Here's May. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now 3rd down and very long. From the gun, it's May. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Prescott now. He'll try and do this himself. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
Here we go.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Packers 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
A gain of 22 yards.
Prescott off play action.
First down.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Yeah!
Hubbard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper, as time expires in the first half. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 7.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And now they'll audible to something else. From the shotgun, May with it. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That is caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here we go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Prescott from the gun on third. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7. As they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Crazy.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know their defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, Those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Got him in. It's Brown. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead, you've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Throwing here is May. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah! Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Washington on third down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Here's Hubbard.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible.
Touchdown, Packers!
Jake Ferguson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
Touchdown, Washington!
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
46 yards.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Prescott from the gun.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
There you go.
They'll run with Hubbard.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go, 36. Go to 52. There we go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott. Taking a shot for down here. That is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Kamara trying the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Here we go, 1st and goal.
That's another Washington.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Crazy.
He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 31-yard line.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before.